The first 2 years were to stabilize the economy generally. And therefore, the remaining 2.5 years will help us make a lot of progress. Mwisho. What this government is trying to do is what is known as transformation. Transformation of society. Transformation is not an easy job. Transformation encounters resistance. Because the reason why we have so many people at the bottom of the pyramid who cannot afford a meal is because of certain entrenched structures in society, which transformation is trying to disrupt. Okay? So that instead of having only 9 million Kenyans with medical insurance, you have 55 million Kenyans with insurance. You will disrupt some people there who are making money in the health sector. So you expect that resistance. But you know what, friends, brothers and sisters? Costly as it is, transformation eventually brings prosperity and brings honor and dignity to the leaders that bear the brunt of opposition to transform their societies. Kenya tumekaa hapa miaka mingi tunasema sijui vile Singapore ilikuwa sijui ilikuwa wapi 1963 na South Korea. What transformed Singapore is the housing program. Today 99% of citizens of Singapore are own owners. They are homeowners. So when UN is doing what we call Human Development Index, since everybody has a dignified house, the Human Development Index it shoots. It even surpasses the United States. That's the work we are doing in Kibra. That is the work we are doing in Mukuru. The fellows we had to remove for their safety from the river, our people who are being carried by flood water along Nairobi River. 40,000 people. I'm the one who removed them. One night, we lost about 120 people. Some of them whole families. Whole families. A person, the spouse, and all 5, 6 children swept by the river because they are living on a Karatasi house just on the riverbank. When the floods came at the middle of the night, they are all asleep and there is no room for maneuver. They were all swept. So, as the Minister for Interior, I had to make a decision. And the President supported me. We removed them. But we are saying, those people who are paying 2,000, 3,000 in a Mabati or Mbao house in Nairobi River Bank, they will be given priority in the 14,000 plus units we are creating in Kibra and in Mukuru. In fact, between Kibra and Mukuru, we are creating nearly 30,000 units as we speak. Phase 1 is ready. There is phase 2 and phase 3. You go there, you get a studio house. That studio house or 1 bedroom, you will still pay 3,000. This 3,000 is not rent. Remember, you were paying 3,000 as rent in a Makaratasi house, which is not yours. This one is your house. The 3,000 is to help you buy the house over time. Na nyumba iko na stima, iko na maji, ni nyumba secure, iko na Wi-Fi. Rather than putting yourself and your 6 children in a shack on the riverbank with the risk of being carried away by the water at night. So transformation is painful. Like when we were removing those families, it was not easy. It was a very difficult decision. But for their safety, we had to stay firm. A few people tried to politicize the matter, and we stood firm. There are people even who wanted to go and incite the public there. Tuliwaambia jaribu. Alienda hapa downtown kidogo alafu akarudi. Hawakufika kwa mto. Wangefika kwa mto ningeweka tear gas. Because it's not fun. Sio mchezo. It's not, who is comfortable removing people from where they are? But for their safety, just like the people we evacuated from the gorges in the Rift Valley, so that we can strike the bandits. So we had to do an operation like that up in Nairobi River. I'm very proud today. That corridor now is very clean. Imesafishwa. Niliona waziri alikuwa hapo the other day. We are now rehabilitating it, and we are providing affordable and social housing. The same people who used to live at the river are the ones who be given priority to enter those houses. So there is a difference between politics and leadership. There is a difference between transformation and populism. President Ruto has said many times, if the transformation of Kenya will cost his popularity, so be it. So be it. As his principal assistant, I also want to make the same statement, that if assisting the president to deliver on the transformative programs I have told you to make Kenya better, if in the process we become unpopular, both of us, so be it. It is not the length of time that a leader stays in office that matters. What matters is the consequences of somebody's leadership, however long or short they have been in office. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Si Moi alitawala miaka 24. Si Kibaki alikuwa miaka 10. Si Uhuru alikuwa miaka 10. Sasa hii ya Ruto amesema he doesn't mind how long he serves. So kuna watu wamekazana sijui 1 term, 2 terms, 3. That's not the issue. The issue is what he does with the time he has in his hand. Hiyo mambo ingine si namna hiyo. Yeah, so watu wasitishe watu hapa sijui nini, sijui term, sijui nini. Transformation is costly, it is painful. I have told you how we remove people in the Rift Valley, in the gorges, where bandits used to go and hide kwa raia huko with families. So we cannot strike the bandits because they have children, there are women there. So we said every civilian from these spaces must leave 24 hours. Oh, tukaambiwa, oh, you are chasing people, you are displacing people. Today that place is clean. And a few hot-headed bandits waliwachwa pale thinking it's a joke. We just did an operation for 1 weekend. Nasitaki kusema nini ilitendeka. Kwa sababu sijui. I don't know what happened. Yeah. Yes. In Nairobi River the same. Naweka siasa. Na una option, hauna alternative. So what is the alternative? You want to encourage someone to stay in the river. Their neighbors were carried by the flood last night. You want them to stay there tonight again and be carried away, swept away by floods? No. So, hata hii mambo ya uchumi tutafanya evacuation ingine hapo. We will support the president to deliver. And between us, as the executive, the legislature is very important. That's why you see members of parliament here. That's why you see the leader of majority here. The leader of majority is not just here as the member for Kikuyu. He is here as the leader of the majority. And he is in every meeting, every county, all the 47 counties, Kimani Ichung'wah is there. Kwa sababu huyu ndio mtu ya kusukuma agenda ya serikali kwa bunge, akiwa na the other colleagues. Si namna hiyo? In the process, my brother, you'll become unpopular. Don't worry. Just do the right thing. If you look for popularity, we will not have passed the coffee bill, the tea bill, and all these the sugar bill, because cartels wako hapa katikati wanataka continue benefiting. Na unajua it took a lot of efforts. You remember the president saying mambo ni matatu. Wale watu ya sukari. So hii mambo ni matatu kwa majani chai, mambo ni matatu kwa rais, mambo ni matatu kwa kila mahali, mpaka hii Kenya Inyoroke. So we are wired, we are okay. We lost some time because of internal incoherence. Now we are coherent. We don't mind what the opposition is doing because that is their work. They can oppose us when they're outside. What we cannot have is internal quarrels among ourselves. Si namna hiyo? Sasa agenda ndio hiyo, and Kiambu is at the center of this administration.